All right, so Buddy Stubbs Harley Davidson in Phoenix. What's up? Get at me, bro. All right, so we're gonna get the bike washed. I'm gonna show you the before. I already washed this once, and I think I made it dirtier. So they're gonna wash it and install new grips for me. All right. Oh, you dirty girl. Dirty girl. Oh, it's actually cleaner than I thought it would be. Way cleaner. It's important to maintain your hog. I'm pretty sure I broke a baffle in there, but I've got a new exhaust at home. So, and a new intake. All right. Never really seen it ridden before. That's kind of cool. Let's go. So that exhaust I told you about is this one. All right, so apparently there's a motorcycle museum here, which is cool. Let's go check it out. That's pretty sick. Clean. Cool. That's cool. Oh, hey, we got our friends over in the UK. They'll geek out about this. Yeah, Triumph. Pretty sick. Package scooter. Oh my god, this is cool. You like carry shit? There's that Triumph. There you go, buddy. Cool. Alright. Oh, sick. Real sick. Oh, cool. So let's find the shirt. That's pretty cool. Ooh, that one's real cool. Dude, that one's real cool. Probably gonna have to go with that one. Whoa! Dude, there's a big fucking snake. Double snake. That was a surprise. Fuck. No. Dope. What? That's cool. Look at that. This is cool. A lot of people roll through here?
They do. We had over 600 people last month.
Really?
Even in the summer, so yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, we keep a tally per day, and
Yeah.
that's a lot to come through here.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah. Is this your first visit?
It is. So we're going to talk to this gentleman here for probably about a half hour, and he gives us all sorts of really cool information, not only about Buddy Stubbs, who I didn't know anything about, but also about some of the really unique motorcycles that he has in his collection. And I have to say that this dude lives fucking life. Like, goddamn. Like, wow. So if you're interested, which I recommend, listen to this guy. He's just super cool and knowledgeable, and then he gives me some great local insights about where to go ride and go swim and where to get some good food and also experience more history, which, to be honest, American history, U.S. history is actually really cool, and it's something that I think as a person from the U.S., like, I don't really think about or appreciate too much because we're just not surrounded by it. Like, unless you're on the Eastern Seaboard or something like that, like, American history is just kind of like whatever. It's not like Europe where, you know, there's cathedrals from the 1500s or 1300s. We just don't have that. So this is cool to look back. You know, the guy was born in probably 48. So to see some of the Americana history it's actually really close, but it's a really cool perspective into part of the U.S. culture, which is the rebel, biker, independent culture. So I thought this was fascinating. So check it out. And if you like this content, give it a thumbs up. Right over to the subscribe button. Do a burnout on that bell notification. And I'll see you down the road. Yeah.
Postcard as well. So he's got a little over 130 bikes actually in here now.
No kidding. Wow.
Yeah. And Buddy's he's 81.
I'll just get all wet.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Thank you, though.
Yeah. He's been collecting all his life actually. There's a bike hanging out above the restrooms there that I think he got at 15. That might have been his first
Really?
collectible. And then these sporties over here, he actually owned, like as a kid. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
In his youth. The bikes that he raced with, because he was a flat track, he did end up selling to open up this franchise actually in 1966. So.
Good trade-off, I suppose.
Yeah, he, that was what he needed to get into it, and Harley had approached him about opening here.
Really?
Actually, yeah. He was well known in the circuit, flat track racer.
No kidding.
Yeah, so that's his office right there. He's the CEO. He comes in 3 days a week roughly. His two sons, Jack and Frank, are general managers. That's his shop where he still tweaks on bikes. He rides an old knucklehead still.
Nice.
Yeah, he said he's never retiring, but everything in here he's bought over the years, drove it, parked it in here. He's got more at his house as well.
I bet, yeah.
Yeah, another 30 or so bikes there, I think. And
yeah.
yeah, there's no more room in here, honestly.
True.
This is it. And you saw there's an upstairs as
Yeah.
well, so you can get up there. But yeah, nothing in here is on loan. Everything he owns.
That's cool.
Yeah, it is actually. And you would think Harley dealership, just Harleys, but
No, the Triumphs are really cool. Yeah.
yeah, anything.
And the Royal Enfields, they're cool too.
Cool. The Vincents and Ariels you may not be familiar with.
No, not really.
But some of his heroes when he was growing up would have been riding Vincents and Ariels and AJS and Matchless and raced them.
Yeah.
So he had to have them. And of course, yeah, BSA's, Triumphs, and Nortons.
Yeah.
They were popular out there as well. Yeah, and even a Harley snowmobile hanging there. Yeah, an AMF made them in the 70s for like 4 years.
That's a trip.
So I wouldn't say that he never sold one, but maybe someone from Flagstaff came down. I'll have to ask him that. You know, did you actually have one on the floor?
The
in
Indian
the desert?
The Indian two-stroke is cool.
Which one?
The boat motor. The Indian two-stroke. That's
I
really
think
cool.
it was only made 1 year. It's like pretty unique, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. And he doesn't have a lot of Indians in here, but his dad actually rode Indians before he switched to Harley, and he wanted to open an Indian dealership, and one wasn't available. Harley was, so he bought one. So in Decatur, Illinois, his dad had a dealership. So Buddy grew up there in the dealership. There's pictures of him big sitting on his dad's bike.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and then he went into the racing. There's a picture of Buddy in the 60s racing. Like I said, in 66, he opened this up here. And we had one up in Anthem, which last year we closed during the pandemic. And we have a merchandise store up in the town of Cave Creek.
Okay.
That's good. So, yeah, this is going to be around a while. Frank and Jack's sons come in here. They're about yay big. I imagine they're the next generation to take over. So
Nice.
it'll be four generations of Stubbs.
That's cool.
It is, actually. It'll keep going. This will stay open. And I imagine the bikes will stay in here because it's just nobody else has. As far as a dealer. Some dealerships have some bikes here and there, but
Yeah, a
not
couple.
like this.
No, nothing like this.
I mean, it's not like the Harley Museum, of course, or
Right.
the Wheels Through Time, some of those big ones, big ones. But this is a dealership with a museum.
Well, and the fact that you've got such a variety of bikes, not just
Yeah.
Harleys.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, like bikes are bikes. I don't care
Yeah.
what it is.
Agreed.
They're cool.
Yeah.
Especially the older English ones, or even these. I was unaware of these aerials.
Yeah.
They're
Ariel,
cool.
Vincent's.
Man.
Yeah. And, and Vincent has some really rare ones. If you had like a Black Shadow or Lightning, it's worth a lot of money.
Yeah.
And I don't know if Buddy has one at home or not, but there's several bikes in here that are over 100,000 on their own, just the individual bike.
Yeah.
That knucklehead over there, the black one, the one by the front door, and there's probably others, but those I know for sure are over 100,000 each.
That's for sure.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yep.
So who maintains them? I mean, are they all in running order?
So we drain the gas and oil.
Yeah.
So and they start to wick after a while. They start to leak just by sitting.
Yeah.
But if you wanted to put the gas and oil in them, of course, if they're leaking, you want to fix that.
Yeah.
Maybe a tune-up, and then you run. Yeah. Yeah, I think there's only one bike in here that he didn't actually ride when he bought it, and he got it within the last few years. He must have wanted it bad enough to take it in that condition, so it's upstairs. Because everything else, you see it looks pretty darn good. Like you could take it out and ride it. There's one up there that's a little rusted. It's again, he must have wanted it.
Yeah.
He must have wanted it bad enough to take it like that and not ride it. Like even that Indian over there, he got to ride. I mean, and that's what 1912 or 13 or something like that.
Wow.
And that one Excelsior right there, I believe it's a 1915. But
The one with the sidecar?
Yeah, so that is American made. That's made by Schwinn in Chicago.
What?
But the sidecar is on the opposite side because he found that bike in, I think it was Australia, or it was set up for like Australia.
Yeah.
And so he bought that and shipped it here. In fact, he bought a lot of bikes there, and then he waited till he had enough, and then he did a container and brought them over. So that's why the sidecar is on the opposite side, because it was set up for Australia.
Huh.
But he rode that in the Cannonball Run, where it has to be
Really?
1915 or older.
Oh, that's cool.
And and you have to, if you break down, you have to have the parts and fix it there and keep it going. So he still has the parts there. He
that's
had
cool.
like a spare tire just sitting on top. He took that off, obviously. But yeah, it is very cool. And he was in his, he was late 60s, or maybe he did that in 2010. So he could have been 70 when he did it.
Man, he knows how to live, that's
He
for
does,
sure.
yeah.
Attaboy.
Yeah, he did the Baja 500. I think he was in his 60s. Yeah.
What a legend.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, thanks for the history lesson.
Yeah, a little bit.
And
Yeah.
sharing this place. This is so cool.
Well, I'm glad you came in. And like I said, get upstairs. There's a couple World War II bikes. That Harley right there is unique. Normally the WA is the Harley that you would see used in World War II everywhere.
Yeah.
So that was, I believe it's the XA. It was made for the African front. It was less than 1,000 made because they were having issues with the Harleys overheating. If you look at it, you'll see the engine is different.
Okay.
You'll see why, because of the desert. It's a shaft drive Harley. It has a foot shifter instead of the tank.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
And it's a foot shifter, and the throttle's on the left, and you'll see why as well when you get up there.
That's cool.
Yeah.
All right, thanks. I appreciate it. So cool. So cool. Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yep, that makes sense.
So even if you were left-handed, you had to learn how to shoot right-handed if you were riding a motorcycle.
Oh, man.
Set up, so you have to be able to shoot right-handed.
Those are some bad dudes.
Yeah.
I mean, just to be able to handle the bike in those conditions and fight.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and Buddy actually shot that machine gun too, so Thompson there. Wow. To shoot that. Things are working for business.
That's so cool.
Yeah, look at the engine. I mean, it's kind of modeled after either the BMW or the
Yeah.
which was German. But yeah, they had a shaft drive as well.
Is this the air intake in right underneath the seat and tank?
Take a look here.
Yeah, right here, that canister.
Yes, I believe that is the filter there.
I mean, they probably just put it there just to get it out of the sand and everything.
You have to be able to access it, right, quickly if you needed to work on your bike, because it probably still jammed up, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's kind of built like a tank, right? Pretty solid. I mean, heavy duty.
Keep your foot warm, as if being warm wouldn't be a problem.
No. But even the bags are in great shape.
Yeah.
Said they only built like 999 of them. So, yeah.
And this was just for the Africa units?
Yeah, that's what they built
Yeah.
it for, the African front.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's a beefy. I mean, this thing's a beefer. That's for
Yeah.
sure.
Yes.
How much do you think it weighs?
Good question. I don't know.
I couldn't. You think you'd want it light, but
Yeah. Well, you know, my street glide's 750 pounds, so
True.
if this is sitting anywhere near that, you know.
yeah.
But it's a solid bike for sure. You know, of course, Indian also made them, but Harley provided more of the
Yeah.
motorcycles than that.
Very smart.
Yeah. I think this went, like, Indian went to our allies, so like Russia, and they ended up getting the Indians,
Yeah.
the American troops, and I believe the British got all the Harleys.
Oh.
You know?
Okay, so I'm not going to ask you something stupid like
Sure,
what's your
no, go
favorite
for it,
because they're all
it's
so different.
It
But
is so tough.
out of the military bikes, which ones do you like?
This one.
This
for
one?
Sure. Yeah, this is just unique. You know,
Okay.
it definitely is. And then down below me there, that Bob Job white knucklehead is a pretty sweet ride. Obviously not stock like the black one next to it. I told you is the one over 100,000. It's tough between the two. I would take either one of those. You know, the knuckle is actually stock. You know, back to where it's original. So there's the value on that. Yeah, either one of those I probably would take out of here. But if you wanted to give me any of them, I'd say thanks. Yeah, and so here's the rusted out one I was telling you about. But, it must be because it's the scrambler from Volocet. Maybe it was like hard to get or something.
They scrambled with it, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. And he's got bikes from 12 different countries here, like you see in Czechoslovakia there, those Jawas. We got, you know, these two on the end. These two are Jawas. They were like speedway racing bikes.
Yeah.
But Spain, Italy, Germany, France, Belgium, Denmark.
This is cool.
Yeah, these old trail masters.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what we would have had him out back in my day, actually, for going out in the woods and whatnot. Yeah.
Those Honda Trail 90s are tough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I had Expresses, a couple of them,
Mm-hmm.
and they're fun because you just physically pick them up and
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
put them in a van or something.
Yeah, they're cool. These two little Harley AMF mini bikes is Jack and Frank learned to ride on, his two sons. Yeah, and Harley stopped making the small bikes. God, when was it, the 80s, I want to say? I'm not sure. So, yeah, they got out of that business. These are board track racers here. You know what board track racing is?
Yeah, I know what it is.
Yeah, so no brakes. So this one they put a brake on, but they also used it in the dirt, so it's E for either, so.
I mean, no matter what, the brass it would take to do this.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
I wish they would bring it back, actually. I don't know if people are.
I'd watch it.
Yeah,
I'd watch it in a
Yeah,
minute.
I definitely would too.
No brakes either, just
Yeah,
the same as it
just
is.
Go, yeah.
Yeah.
Gotta be able to hit those two turns on the ends and not fall, and be fast.
This is beautiful.
Yeah, that one
I mean,
really is.
wow.
That is a great bike. Yeah. Yeah.
All done?
No.
Okay.
Taking care of you.
Yeah.
Good.
Rolled in from Western Michigan.
Okay.
I caught every bug through Texas that I could find.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Texas is a big state to ride.
Yeah, it is.
I get it. It's
Oh.
So whenever you're ready, there's no rush. Like I said, they're still going to clean it really
Okay.
well. You can pay in the parts department, which is
Right over there?
yeah.
Okay. I'll see you in a few minutes. Thanks, Nick.
Sure. Very good.
Melted my grips. I went with rubber grips just because the.
You want the old grips in the bag?
No, I don't need a souvenir. I don't need a souvenir. I got a shirt. I'm good.
So they melted on you, huh?
Yeah. Yeah. Arizona, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and I have rubber on mine.
They were the soft. They were just super
Okay,
soft. Got
yeah.
me. Yeah.
Gotcha.
I live in a colder climate, so I can get away with it, but
Yep.
not
Yeah.
out here. Yeah.
Well, how long have you been here?
Oh, 4 days.
Okay, and in
But-
that time, wow,
But I've been out.
riding.
Oh, I left Michigan. I was 2,400 miles from Michigan to here through Illinois, Michigan, Illinois, Missouri, Arkansas, Oklahoma, Texas, New Mexico, here. Then Vegas this weekend,
Cool.
through Utah up to Idaho,
Wow.
Montana.
Isn't that a great ride?
I have never done it on a bike.
That's great.
I got a Volkswagen bus, which I've done this before,
Yeah.
but a bus is different than
And
a
you
bike.
said I've got to do that on a bike.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Then I'm gonna chase everybody out of Sturgis, you know,
Okay.
on the
Yeah.
Slack,
Cool.
which would be good for finding reservations.
Yep.
Then run around the Dakotas, Minnesota, back into northern Michigan, back to western Michigan.
Wow.
So we got about a month or so.
That is a ride.
Yeah.
That is a real
I love
ride,
it.
man.
I love it. I love it.
Not too many people can do that, to take the time that it takes to do that. So
It's the perk of being the boss.
that is wonderful. And yeah, if you need to, there's Harley dealerships everywhere. You just pull in
Right.
and you can be taken care of. And
I tell you what, people are so kind. They are. People are so nice. You know, I'm fully tattooed. I rock my leather and all that. And I thought, oh shit, I'm gonna scare people or something. People are so nice. They actually come up and talk to me.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it. People
yeah,
are so nice.
especially in Arizona. But so you got up through Durango and Silverton and up in that.
I did. I went.
It's so pretty.
It was very dynamic.
Yeah.
So I don't think I've gone under 88 miles an hour since I left Michigan.
Gotcha.
I mean, you can just run.
Yeah.
Especially through Texas and Oklahoma. You go 88, 90 miles an hour for a couple hours and the scenery doesn't change.
Yeah.
But,
I rode from New York, upstate New York, to here back in '79, so I know there's those long stretches of just nothing, and you're just.
I mean, it's just beautiful.
going.
You just kick back and just.
Yeah, you're just going.
yeah.
So, what was the coldest place you went through then?
There's no cold.
It couldn't have been too bad for you, huh?
You know, it was more humidity. Getting
Yeah.
out of the Midwest, out of Arkansas, and
Gotcha.
yeah, it was just a swamp.
I think we did it in October, and so we came over to the Rockies. That was a
Yeah.
little bit, but yeah.
Yeah. Usually I kind of treating it as a 9 to 5, but I just honestly, if I didn't have to sleep and eat, I'd never get off the bike.
Yeah.
Yeah, just love rolling.
I didn't hear what you're riding.
19 Street Glide.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Yeah, wow.
I traded my Deuce for that.
Did you?
And the Deuce, had straight pipes and it was chromed out, ape hangers.
Yep, I
There was-
had a 07 Deuce. So.
and they're badass, but
Yeah, yeah.
I'd do 100 miles and I feel like somebody beat the crap out
That
of
little
me.
tire, you catch something.
Right?
It's crazy, man.
It's like, yeah,
But they're a lot of fun and they're pretty. Yeah.
and they're loud and cool.
And the Deuces are cool. But yeah, long distance,
Yeah.
it's a tough one. But the Street Glide, I have a 15.
Oh, God.
And you've got the bigger engine, right? You got the,
Yeah.
Did you go with the 114? Or the 107?
107.
Yeah, it's a good engine. It's
I
a great engine.
I went in. I was going to get a Screaming Eagle, a used one.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
And they had my bike, which I had no intention of buying, and they showed it to me and they said, hey, this guy ordered it. It's got all this nav that would be on a more premium bike.
The 19 with the you can pinch the screen.
Oh yeah, it's just a big iPad.
Exactly, it's
and I
great.
went, oh yeah.
Yeah.
So that was the selling point for me.
Yeah.
And then I'll crank 350, 400, 500 miles out, and I'll get up tomorrow and do the same thing.
Yep. Yeah.
It just doesn't beat on
And
me.
the Milwaukee 8. What a great engine.
I'm changing the intake,
Okay.
and I'm changing the cam,
Okay. Of course.
and I think I broke a baffle in my left exhaust.
It happens actually.
Yeah.
It does. Yeah.
So I'm going to change.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm going to do the full head or just the slip-ons. Not sure yet. But
I just did slip-ons.
Yeah.
But with what you're doing, you're going to get the tuner then too, or you?
Yeah, oh, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So then, yeah, that's perfect.
I just want to be able to go from 60 to 80 a little more.
It'll increase that
drivey.
performance. Obviously you can throw a lot of stuff into it, but doing what you're talking about is dramatic as well on the 107. It is.
Yeah, it's not a dog by any
It's a
means,
great
but
bike, yeah.
oh yeah, and
Yeah.
the parts are common and
Yeah. I have the 103, and the 107 is just the low and mid torque is better. You don't get that lashing where you let off the throttle and you're like this. It's just it doesn't vibrate as much,
Really?
which was kind of like the 96B engine that
Yeah.
we had in our Deuces. Right? You can see out the mirror when you're at a stoplight.
Oh, yeah.
It's
Oh,
not-
yeah.
you're not-
Yeah.
Sometimes mine is smooth, and other times I'm bouncing a little, and right? It's still what the older ones were like, and I like the fact that they smoothed it out.
absolutely.
I like it. Yeah.
It makes it easier to put more miles
Yep.
on.
You have enough storage there on the back with the 2 bags, and anything you put on the.
Yeah, and I've got I've got it set up as a 2-up with a strap on.
Yeah.
That thing's
For the
great.
traveling you're doing,
Yeah.
you need that for sure.
It's just jacket. It's all the bike gear. It's
Yep.
that's it. Which leathers take up a lot of room.
They honestly do, and some heavy gloves if you thought you might need them.
Yeah.
And then the light stuff, and yeah, it does. Yeah, because a pair of jeans can last 2-3 days if you want.
Yeah.
Yeah, easy enough. You just
Yeah.
throw them back on and go. And
I tell you what, I got a jersey. It just says fast on it. It's just a jersey, and that was an excellent purchase just to keep the sun off me.
gotcha. Yeah.
And that's what I found is I'll gear up not because of cold, just because I turned as red as that bike.
Yeah, I wear long sleeve shirts when I ride, and I don't wear a full face or helmet, just do a half, but it's got the drop down visor. And
Yeah.
it does pretty good.
I've got the modular, so I can take it up if I want
That
to.
is great. The modular is a great helmet.
Yeah.
Honestly. Yeah. They're expensive, so I
It
just
was like
have a half.
$600.
Yeah, I just have a cheap little half one, but they are great.
For
There's
around,
no doubt.
I don't wear it around
Yeah.
town,
Yeah,
because
and you got the
don't
whole
need all that.
Bluetooth set up, and
No, I didn't.
didn't do it?
I didn't do it because I could just put in earbuds if I needed
gotcha.
to.
Yeah.
But the
You know what? You're right. You really can now.
yeah,
Yeah.
the radio is a little quiet
Yeah.
on mine,
Sure.
which those radios are expensive to
Yeah,
upgrade.
yeah, you can upgrade that, but honestly, with the Bluetooth, like
Yeah.
you said, there's not much reason, and then you got the full face, so You could be carrying on conversations with
Right.
people. You could be doing work while you're riding. You probably do. You're probably taking calls and making calls. And yeah, with that full face, you can do it. People won't even know you're on the bike.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah, that's very smart. I didn't think too much about that. Mine kind of pushes in a little too much with me, so it's hard to me imagine wearing my earbuds. But if I was to change out my helmet, because I know now they have the cavities built in there for it, that would work. I should look into that.
Mine, my helmet finally broke in like about a month ago, and it's much more relaxed, much more comfortable. I don't get the squeeze headache.
Yeah, of
stuff
course.
like that.
Yeah, because that new foam and padding.
It took a long time for it to happen.
Yeah.
I'll do. This will be a 5,000 mile trip, but I'll usually do 13 to 15,000 a year anyway.
Yeah, that's good.
So I mean, I ride.
So it's worth investing in a good helmet.
All of it.
And all that. Do you just wear one earbud then, so you can still hear the road? Or
Yeah.
Okay.
And one ear gets fatigued, then I switch it.
Oh yeah, that's great. And the battery too, then.
Right, yeah.
Because they don't really last that long.
No,
what did you go with for an earbud?
I just got some cheap with the neck. They just go over the ear.
Yeah, okay.
But I think I'm gonna.
So
I think I'm gonna switch to the. No, they're not like headphones. They just.
Yeah,
slip
no,
over
I
and-
know. But do they come around the back and
Yeah,
then up? Yeah, that's
yeah.
that's what I thought you meant. Yeah.
I was thinking about going to the AirPod,
Okay,
the buds,
yeah.
but I don't know. I like the strap because if one falls out, one it's over the ear, so it's not going to fall out. But if it
Yeah.
did, then it's on me.
Yeah, there's a good point there. But with the full face, I don't know that you would lose it.
Yeah.
And even if the other one came off, you still have. Yeah. So I don't know. Yeah. I get that. But yeah, I just went with the skull candy one. I'm not
Those are good,
necessarily.
yeah.
I'm not necessarily happy with it though. So the connectivity isn't always that great, and then it seems like the battery doesn't last that great. So I may upgrade to something else, but right now, yeah, the skull candy was pretty cheap actually. So
I think I'm
only
gonna
like $60.
I think I'm gonna run up to Sedona tomorrow.
That's a great ride. You're gonna go the back way.
89.
Yep, you're going the back
89A.
way. So you're gonna go Wickenburg up Yarnell Hill.
Okay.
And you're going to catch 89 into
Yep.
Wickenburg, and then 89A if you want to continue
Yeah.
to Jerome and Sedona.
Yeah. There's a Sedona Brewing. Somebody told me about.
Oak Creek Brewing.
Okay.
It's Oak Creek because there's Oak Creek Canyon there.
Gotcha.
It is great beer.
Yeah.
I love the nut brown ale.
Nice.
And the I think they have a porter that I like
Okay.
as well. I can't think of the name of it right now. But very smooth finish on both of them.
Good.
They're good. They're very good. So they have where they brew it in one location.
Yeah.
And then there's another location that they have like a restaurant bar
Okay.
that you can also get it there. And it's at this artist community colony. So it depends if you want to go to the brewery.
Oh, brewery.
Or so then
Yeah.
so look for that because there are
Okay.
two.
Gotcha.
Look for where they actually make it.
Yeah.
You know.
My hometown is Beer City, USA, Grand Rapids, Michigan. So we got more breweries and churches, and we got more churches than anybody else.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. There's a lot of places now though that like this, and
it's a good destination.
so
It's
you're
like
going to go through Prescott, and so
Yep.
there's Prescott Brewing Company,
okay,
and I'm a porter guy. They have two porters
Nice.
that I like actually.
Okay.
So when you're in Prescott, you know about it. There's the big courthouse and the big green grass that goes around it, big
Okay.
lawn. You'll see people there hang
Yep.
out. And then across from it is what's called Whiskey Row.
Okay.
It used to be nothing but bars.
Cool.
Bar, all the way around.
Yeah.
Now they've changed it. There's shops and plus bars.
Okay.
But there's a couple places to go in there, and the Palace is one place to go to.
Okay.
That is where Wyatt Earp, Doc Holliday, and Big Nose Kate hung out before they went to Tucson.
Really?
For him to become sheriff, and she opened up a brothel and a bar.
Atta girl.
Yeah, that's Big Nose Kate. So yeah, they used to hang out there. This place, it burned down in 1900, and the patrons carried the bar out across into the courthouse lawn and sat and drank while the bar burned down. They rebuilt in 1901 and put the bar back in, and so it's been standing since then. So you should go into the Palace.
Okay.
You know,
Will
it's a good place to see. It used to be the county seat, actually, or our capital.
Yeah.
But we were only a frontier then. It was before we were actually a state.
Okay.
So they were like, it was the place before, way before Phoenix. I mean,
Yeah.
again, I'm talking 1900s, early 1900s.
Yeah.
So 1800s, actually, honestly. If it was 1860 or 70, when it was a frontier town. So,
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's going to be cool for you at Prescott. Jerome is an old copper mining town. You'll have
Okay.
to go through there if you're going to go up to Sedona.
Yep.
Sits on the side of a hill. It's very biker friendly, hippie
Okay.
friendly, artist friendly.
I'm both.
Yeah. If you wanted to eat there, the Haunted Hamburger is cool. The Spirit Room is a great place to drink. I was just there last weekend. We were on a
Nice.
big ride. And then, yeah, if you're going to go on up to Sedona, go to the Oak Creek. So in Prescott, it's Prescott Brewing Company.
Yep.
In
Palace.
Oak Creek, the Palace.
Yep.
And then Jerome
Haunted
would be
Hamburger.
the Spirit Room, and the
Spirit
Haunted
Room.
Hamburger.
Okay.
Spirit Room is to get some drinks.
Yep.
And then, yeah, and then you get up into Sedona and go to the Oak Creek Brewing Company. And if you wanted to, you can get all the way up to Flagstaff without doing the freeway. You can do Oak Creek
Yeah,
Canyon.
yeah.
Pine trees, windy.
Yes.
It's going to cool
Yes.
down for you. And then Flagstaff is, well, it's a college town. A lot of breweries there as well.
Yeah.
Historic Brewing Company is one I would recommend. Again, I'm a
Okay.
porter guy. They have a pie hole porter that I like
Nice.
there. But there's a lot of them, all in that one area where there's a section of Route 66 still.
Okay, cool.
It's right by where the train track that train comes through. There's a station there.
Yeah.
So you're going into town a little bit, but look for Route 66, and you get off there and you can walk into all the breweries.
Nice.
There's a ton of them. Lumberyard, they're all over. And to stay up there, if you wanted kind of a older place, the Monte Vista is like an old hotel that goes back.
Okay.
But it has the modern convenience of a bathroom in the room. They've updated that, but it still has the old look.
Yeah.
And there's a bar on the lower level right below it. It's a great bar too.
Yeah. You think day trip? I was going to leave around 8 in the morning tomorrow.
8, yes. And so the big thing will be how long you stay in places,
Yep.
right?
Yeah.
And so if you keep moving,
Yeah.
yes, you can definitely get up all the way up to Flagstaff, and then you come down the
Just
freeway.
bomb down 17.
Yeah, an hour and a half, depending on how fast you go. I can do it an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Most people say 2, because I'll hit 90.
Yeah. My
You don't have to.
My bike is. It's just everything is happy at between 88 and 92.
There you go.
It's just.
Yeah.
It just smooths out.
Yeah, so then you'll make it in hour and a half.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's a good. Traffic shouldn't be bad.
Well, I'm going the opposite direction.
You're
both
going,
ways.
Yes, you are.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yes, you can do that in a day.
Okay.
Because that ride I did last weekend, normally we go up there and we go all the way over to Belmont, which is headed towards the canyon,
Yeah.
and then come back down. We do that in a day, so you're
Okay.
good. Yeah.
Yeah. I came through Apache and Gila.
Gila Bend.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's
That
out
was-
there, man. That's the West.
That was something where I had to stop and just go, oh my God, let me take a minute
Yeah.
and just stop rubbernecking because I'm gonna drive into something.
Yeah.
It's just so beautiful.
Yeah, coming into the desert, it's very different scenery.
Yeah.
And you can go from like this true desert shrubs,
Right.
shrubs to
Pine forest,
trees
yeah.
and lakes. And,
Yeah.
And snow during up in the canyon.
Yeah.
Just probably a month ago, there was probably snow up there.
I came through. Oh God. It was when I was coming into Phoenix.
Mm-hmm.
I ran around a storm and I came around this mountain in a storm and I went, haha, sucker, I beat you, and ran right into about an hour of rain. Shit.
Yeah, monsoon season.
It's no joke. I mean,
Oh,
water
yeah.
was running down the road. And
Yeah.
I went, okay.
But
Here we are.
The last 2-3 years, we had like nothing.
Yeah.
It was horrible. So this, we're saying, okay, we need it.
Everybody I
Give
talked to
us-
was very happy about it.
Give us some water. But for you, it's like, yeah, you're catching.
I got
but,
rained on every day from Michigan.
But you did not set out. You knew you were gonna get rain.
Oh, I have. Oh,
You
yeah.
knew
I was
it.
prepared.
Yeah.
I just got grumpy that I'd have to put on my rain
Yeah.
gear,
You
take it
can't
off.
do a trip like you're doing.
No way.
You're going to be exposed to the
Right.
elements, the sun, the rain, and I was thinking cold, but really you haven't.
If
Not really.
if it gets cold, then one, I'm so used to it that
Yeah. But the time of year you picked, you're
Yeah.
really
nailing it. Yeah.
you're good. So,
After this, Vermont, I'll be home. I got to go up to northern Michigan and teach a class, come back to western Michigan, and then I'm going to meet some people in Vermont, and then come back and then meet my buddies for a buddy weekend down in the Smokies.
Okay, wow.
So this is like a big trip here.
Yeah, it's a very big trip. So I'm going to imagine you've already done the Grand Canyon. You don't need to do it again.
I've done it in cars and I've done it enough to where I'm not going to bother with
you
it.
get there and
Right.
it's a Chevy Chase moment.
Yep.
Yeah.
And there's thousands of people and
Yeah.
buses and lines.
Yep.
There's-
So you don't need that. Yeah. Yep.
No.
I got you, buddy.
Any good swimming holes up by Sedona or Prescott or where I'm headed?
So Sedona, there's Slide Rock.
Okay.
So it's a state park. So as you're headed through, you go through town, and like you're going to go up Oak Creek Canyon.
Going up north.
Yep.
It's
like
at the
you were
very
to take that
bottom.
ride,
Yeah, I've been through there.
So
yeah.
you pull off into the state park and park there, and Slide Rock, and you'll probably end up. I don't know if it's a weekday, you might not, but college students. So you might see some attractive ladies.
Shucks.
And it's just you can just sit there on the red rock and chill out.
Yeah.
You can get in the water. You can slide down that little slide.
What?
You know, you can jump off the cliff, which is only maybe like 10 or 12 feet
Hey.
into the water.
Great.
I've done that. It's cool.
Yeah.
So that would be probably, and then there are other areas along Oak Creek that you can just pull off if you see that it's like not too steep.
Yeah.
And just climb down and get in the water.
Okay.
And-
Cool.
and I mean, I have pictures of it, but maybe you don't need to see it. But it's anywhere along there. It's definitely Slide Rock where you
Okay.
can park your bike easily
Yeah.
in the state park area. Now, what are they doing with the state parks? Are they closing them because of? Okay.
Well, every state's different.
Yeah.
It's a mess right now.
Yeah.
Vegas just put a mask mandate up.
Yeah.
So things are happening every day.
Yeah.
Who
So
knows?
that's the one thing. But like I said, anywhere else that you can find a spot, you can just pull
Yeah.
off. Safe
Okay.
for your bike to park there, and it's not too steep of a climb to the
Right.
water. Because you'll see it as you're going
Yeah.
through there, the water coming
Okay.
down, and it's probably pretty high with the rain we got. It's probably
Yeah.
doing very well, so
Okay.
it'll be nice, and it won't be too cold. It won't be like back east cold, like 50 degree. It won't be that.
Yeah,
It should be warmer.
that's dead heat of the summer for us.
Yeah, so you'll like that a lot.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's part of the routine is middle of the day, hit a water hole, swim, hide from the sun for a couple
Yep.
hours, and then get running again.
Yeah, that's probably it, honestly.
Okay.
Yeah, when
Well,
you hit Sedona.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep, that'll
Well,
be-
hey, I mean,
that's
thanks
gonna be a
again
great
for the
trip.
local knowledge and info. You know, I mean, that's the trick to traveling is you talk to locals and just say, hey, where's a good place to get lunch? Where's a place to go swimming?
Yeah, so yeah, if you're out early tomorrow, now, sun is setting about 7, so if you don't mind coming home, because you might be coming home at dusk.
To be honest, I like the dark out here because, and you tell me, but I haven't seen a deer in 500
Yeah,
miles.
and especially along the 17, so
Yeah.
you'll be coming back that way. It's lit well enough.
I like riding in the dark. It's
Yeah.
cooler, and I just like riding at
Gotcha.
night.
Yeah, you'll be fine.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
It'll be great for you.
Well, heck yeah. Well, thanks for the info. Thanks for the tour. I appreciate it.
So your bike is ready, and so what are you doing tonight? Have you figured out what you want to do?
No,
So just north of us here is the town of Cave Creek. I don't know where you're staying.
a mile away, buddy. I got a buddy that lives here.
Is
So
it in Cave Creek? Or?
no, he's just on the other side of Sweetwater Park.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you might ask them. The town of Cave Creek is where they do Bike Week every year. This road is Cave Creek. It goes up into the town.
Okay.
And it also connects to Scottsdale way up there. But
Yeah.
it's where we do Bike Week every year, so there's a couple biker bars up
Okay.
there and good places to eat. And again, it's a weekday, so probably not too heavy, but they don't believe in street lights. They want the night sky, dark sky.
Oh, really?
The buildings have to the colors have to blend in.
Okay.
That's what they're into up there.
I like that.
Town of Cave Creek, just north of
Okay.
us. Ask them about it.
Okay.
But if you want Mexican, El Encanto is a cool place to go. If you just want regular estates, won't like the biker bars up there will take care of it. Hideaway or some of those places up there. There's a Buffalo Chip, which is more of a cowboy thing. They have a bull riding there. Yeah, so I would suggest that. And in fact, you can even go up to Bartlett Lake from there. So
Okay.
talk to your buddy about that.
Yeah.
You can hop in the water there then.
Really, Bartlett Lake.
Bartlett Lake, yeah. So
Yeah.
you head up towards Cave Creek.
Okay.
You go into the town of Cave Creek, and if you just keep going another 30 or 45 minutes, you get to Bartlett Lake.
Really.
Yeah.
Public swimming are there, or you just
Yeah,
jump
you
in
can do
wherever you
that.
want?
Now the water's really low because
Yeah.
of the drought we've had. So you'll even see it on the rocks. You know?
Oh, yeah.
But you can still go over there, go to the marina, get in the water.
Okay.
Yeah, talk to your buddy about it and see if he agrees.
Well, if it doesn't, I'll just
You
take
guys
off.
can
That's
ride.
easy.
Yeah, ride up there and do it.
Perfect. Well, hey, thanks, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah.
That's the closest body of water besides Lake Pleasant that you're going to hit, which is another place to go to. You could talk to him about Lake Pleasant
Okay.
as well. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
All right. Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Pleasure.
Yeah, enjoy
Yeah.
your day.
Thanks. You too. Oh my God. See, that's how you get the local knowledge. All that stuff that he told me. One, I remember most of it because I have an elephant memory. So they got these lounges here at these Harleys, which is great. No, I mean that's gonna be cool, real cool. All right, let's get our bike. All right, guys. So there you go. That's what it's like to hang out at a Harley dealership. Ooh, that's sick. That's sick. Oh, you know what? I gotta go find something out. I want to get pinstripes on my bike. I got a question for you before I run out of here. Local pinstriper.
I don't know.
Nobody does.
Yeah, even at parts they didn't know?
I came to you first. You seem more knowledgeable.
Okay. That's the one thing
Okay.
I don't know. But I would ask at parts. I think if anybody, they would know it. Or even some of the guys in sales might know it. But
Perfect.
yeah.
Okay, thanks, man. I appreciate it.
Have a good ride.
Yeah.
Nice meeting you.
Yeah, I'm gonna head up to Cave Creek. That sounds fun.
Oh, good. Very good.
Yeah, and thanks for the info again. I appreciate it. All right. Pinstriper. So cool. So cool. Wow. Wow. This place is cool. It's cool because it has like heritage. It's got history. It's really unique. It's really cool. Like it's cool. It's a cool like look into the culture and the past and the heritage of motorcycling. It makes me want to go do more. Like I'm like, fuck. That dude, he lived. Get out and do stuff. Let's go. I mean, last time this was washed was Michigan.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, man. Texas, Michigan, Illinois, Arkansas, Missouri, Oklahoma, Texas, New Mexico, and here. Dude, I hit every fucking bug I could in Texas. I didn't leave one alive.
Yeah, especially when you go like from El Paso area, the 10.
Yeah,
Gosh, maybe
dude. Yeah. And it's all like cow farms and just cows. Oh my God, this thing looks awesome. Thank you.
Of course.
Fuck yeah, man.
You want to stage it?
I'm gonna go the week after everybody.
Okay.
So from here, I'm gonna do a day trip to Sedona tomorrow. You know, up 89A, and then maybe Flagstaff. Come back, Vegas Friday. Beat the boys for a weekend. Utah, Idaho, Montana, North Dakota, South Dakota, Minnesota, Northern Michigan, back to Western Michigan, my home.
Wow.
And then, like 2 weeks after that, I gotta go back to Northern Michigan, and then a week after that, Vermont, and then a week after that, down to meet my other boys down in Smoky Mountains.
Awesome.
We're getting the miles this year.
Yeah.
I mean, this will be like a 5,000-6,000 mile trip in itself.
Yeah. All the grips are all on and everything.
Oh yeah, I totally forgot about the grips. I was geeking about how clean the bike is, man. Oh my God, yeah, those are good. Those other ones were gummy, weren't they?
Yeah.
Nasty.
Those are the stock ones, though, right?
No, those were aftermarket.
Oh, really?
Yeah, where I live is cold, so they don't gum up.
Here I had the stock ones, and I got it was 118 last year.
Yeah,
My hands literally melted through the grips.
that's what was happening. Like,
oh man,
it's
Not
bad.
even ones.
yeah,
But those ones are nice. Also, like the performance machine ones. Those are awesome.
yeah, dude.
Well,
Hey, you know anybody who does any pinstriping?
here?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. One second, let me get it.
Okay.
So we use Curly's
Okay.
to do our paint.
Yeah.
I'm not too sure if he does pinstriping, but he's over in Surprise, Youngstown, which is the West Valley.
Okay.
It's Curly's Customs,
Okay.
so that might be easy to Google for that one. And then
Yeah.
there's another guy in Anthem. I want to say Steve McLaughlin. I don't know what his shop is called. Let me
Okay.
check that.
All right. Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Look at this fucking chrome. Ah! Oh my god. Like, look. Oh, you sexy bitch. Look at this. I mean, those bugs are fucking in there, so whatever. Oh my god. What a nice job. Oh, dude, look at these heads. Oh my god. Oh, this is sick. This is sick. Let's go. Oh, I'm fucking psyched right now. Let's go. Yes. All right. I needed it bad.
You look so fragile. He's like this tall.
He's like, what, 80-something years old?
Something like that. It's pretty bizarre, honestly.
Well, I mean, you live life, you know. You usually live a long one.
Yeah, and he's you know, content. You know, how many people say they're okay with everything they do?
He's what?
How many people are okay with everything they've done? You know,
Not
they
many.
have regrets.
Not many.
And that guy, you can say for sure, he's like, he walks around like he doesn't need anybody to say it ready. He's okay. He's content.
Yeah.
He's content. That's pretty cool.
No, I mean, you gotta be like happy to live that long. Like for real. That's the secret ingredient. If you're miserable, you ain't making it that long.
Yeah, exactly.
How old is he?
He's 80 something. 80 something.
Yeah.
80 something. He's up there because his son getting pretty old, like Jack and Frank.
Yeah.
Think about this. 71. So he's got to be like 79.
Yeah.
Hey Matt,
Just
how old
judging.
is Buddy? Matt's been working here forever.
Yeah.
Yeah, here. How old is Buddy?
82.
Comes in here. It's either El Camino, Ferrari, or his Stingray. That's what he says.
El Camino.
And the Anthem store had
That's some
more
Mexican
bikes.
shit right there.
Really?
They had the sister store that was Anthem's location, and they've had a museum and everything too.
No, the museum's cool. Like most dealerships will just have like one bike or something.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
little show that they came upon.
Yeah.
Like these are all like, there's some bikes in there that you'll never see again.
Oh no, like that. There's this African variant up top.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, that thing was sick.
Yeah, hell yeah.
And with a throttle on the left side, so you could fucking machine gun,
Yep.
bro. Oh my god. Like,
And we're the only
Yeah.
shop.
It's on a.
yeah. All the controls are switched.
You gotta go to the museum.
Yeah,
Come
go
on,
to the museum.
around.
Go up top.
I've never been on the top. It's really. I walk
Yeah.
around the bottom.
Yeah, dude.
And then we're the only dealership in Arizona, Harley dealer that'll work on anything like Eagles and older.
Oh, really?
Everyone else won't do it.
Yeah, that's true.
Like we just restored a World War II 1942 flathead
Really?
with a sidecar,
Yeah.
fucking machine gun pouch and everything.
Really?
Yeah, and siren, and then after that guy brought his other one in that didn't have a sidecar, same World War II bike,
Yeah.
the whole thing. Some guy from Guam shipped us his panhead. We did a whole restoration completely.
Yeah, that's dope.
2 iron heads that we're doing. 2 of the people here ride iron heads on a daily basis.
Really?
Yeah, we're like the only people that are really doing that are Harley Davidson branded.
Yeah, yeah.
Everyone else is like aftermarket mom stuff. So
You know, I gotta be honest, I thought it was pretty dope that there were Triumphs
Yeah.
Royal Enbergs, and
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
like, I mean, I don't give a shit if it's 2 wheels, whatever. I don't care. I'll ride it. I love it.
You know,
Yeah.
I love. There's some Triumphs that I love. There's Ducatis that I fucking would
Yeah.
love to own.
Yeah.
Hypermoto. Like, that's
Yeah.
the coolest fucking thing in the world.
Yeah, fucking sick.
You
So
can't, you
sick.
can't be a brand snob.
No.
You can't. Not in this.
Yeah, and the people that are, they don't fucking ride that much anyway.
That's what I was just
You
telling
know, like,
I was just telling them, it's like the guys that come in with their shit broken all the time, or the guys that their bike came in for a tire change or an oil change and sat here for 10 days because they don't care, because they don't ride it often.
Yeah.
And when they do, after 10 days of sitting, they start it up, hit it in person, and just take off like that out of the house.
Fuck.
And lo and behold, next month, something catastrophically is broken, you know, because they ride it like a jerk.
right. Usually, whenever something's up with, you know, like standard maintenance, whatever it is, there's the money. Because it's cheaper to pay you guys to fix it than it is to get it fucking towed off the side of the road.
Yeah.
So-
And especially in this heat, and being
Oh,
on the side of the road
dude.
fucking sucks.
Oh.
It happens all the time. That's why we have 2 trailers, because we're always picking people up
I bet.
left and right.
Almost got you.
Yeah, see, it's just,
My rear tire popped on me.
Oh, damn.
I was like, I think I was like 5 miles from, because I live in Mesa. I was
Yeah,
5
yeah.
miles from the dealership out there.
Okay.
And I was just 15 miles down the road. The sidewalls on these are great. Stock tire. I don't know about any other tire.
Yeah.
But stock tires, they're fucking big, dude.
yeah,
So
especially on that bike, those styles, man, it's got a fat bob.
Oh,
It's got
okay.
real knobby looking
Yeah.
tires. Like, they're super sturdy tires. I'm surprised you needed a front. You know, already at 10, which
well,
makes
it's
sense.
10,000, dude.
Yeah,
Almost 10,000.
that is close, man.
Yeah, mine got replaced before this trip at 15.5.
That's
Yeah.
good.
They weren't like bald, but the tread was gone. Like,
Yeah, they weren't really doing it.
fucking, it's raining and I'm slipping and sliding. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, I think I got 15 out of my front, and I got, if that, 10 out of my rear.
Yeah.
This is like the 3rd tire I've been on because I keep catching nails out here.
Oh,
Dude,
man.
you know what was in mine? One of those 2-sided fucking drill bits.
Oh,
Dude,
shit.
it was 3 inches long and only like maybe the head of the Phillips head was sticking
Yeah.
out. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, we
I'm
had a
like,
guy
I'm
come
like
in the
trying to
other
pull it
day.
out with some pliers, and I'm like, why can't I get a hold of it? It's because the sucker's all the way up in there.
Yeah, some guy came in the other day, had a wheel weight from a truck. You know, those
Yeah, yeah.
It was stuck inside. Like, the most random shit.
Dude,
It's
I-
always the rear. Always.
Yeah,
You know,
it's because it's the hot one.
I didn't realize it, but like the fucking tar snakes, like
Yeah.
those shits are no joke.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I was warned about them, you know, but like the Midwest hot is not Arizona hot, and
Very dry.
it's
Tar
like,
snakes.
yeah, you know where they repair the road and they put that,
Okay.
yeah, like it,
Oh, those get super hot?
Yeah,
Oh, that's
it-
right, they get hot and squishy.
yeah, it's like ice,
And
kind
stuff,
of.
and not only that, shit sticks to it. And that's where you pick up a lot of things.
Right.
Because there's like a nail sit, and it gets hit, and can't separate.
Fuck that.
And you're just nailing everything that gets stuck in there. Street sweepers won't pick that up.
No.
But anywho,
Yeah, hey, thanks, man. I appreciate it.
yeah,
for
of course.
real.
Enjoy.
Yeah.
Enjoy the trip. Have fun out there.
Yeah, thank you.